From what I'm seeing,
no, my pastor has already told us
it's going to get
gross
worse.
darkness.
Things are getting bad. Gross darkness cover the earth, but we'll trust in the light of His word, to be able to bring us out of, situations that we will find ourselves.
So, who has lessons they want to share? They've learned from the
Okay,
book?
I think one of the lessons.
Just 1 minute.
I think one of the lessons I learned, well, there are many, but one of them is that get yourself principles that should guide you. Right? Abba was somebody that knew what it means to be principled. Are you getting it? He was humble, he was godly, he was a Roman centurion that never crucified anybody, and that was very, very absurd. Nobody could believe him that, even when he got the patterns that were supposed to be crucified, people that planned for his life, in fact, they were trying to kill him. When he caught them. Somehow, he got 5 of them that he sent to come out.
They ambushed him and he ambushed them.
Are you getting it? But before then, he had already told himself, I'm not going to kill or send anybody to kill anybody by crucifixion. And even when it was his life, he still didn't do that. He looked for another. So get principles that could guide you in life. Because the fact remains that when you get into a time of pressure, or when life situation pressures you, you find out that if you don't have principles, you're going to fall. Are you getting me? But principle has a way of keeping you even at those times when the pressure of life is on the high side.
Welcome. So who's sharing next? Who's sharing next? Joy, what's you learned from
the last person to share.
Okay. From the story we just shared, George, what did you just learn?
I've not read the book, but one thing I know is one thing I can get from the whole lesson is that beliefs matter. I don't know. Anybody believes what we believe matters a lot. It shapes our view. So the best thing is, even there's evidence in Christianity that Jesus actually rose. So the fact is, it's not whether we have gotten the information. Do we believe what we know? So the most important thing is believing something is quite different from knowing something. So believing, you're actually putting your faith into it. So I believe what God is expecting us to do is actually believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So that is what I can learn.
And believing is also different from understanding. Are you getting me? We might not understand the whole process of the death, burial, crucifixion. If our main thing that God does with us, we don't understand them. Are you getting me?
Yes.
But the fact is that it is important we believe, because belief is what delivers God's best to us. So understanding that will make us believe even when it doesn't make sense. In fact, you find out that it is after you believe that over time it begins to make sense. Are you getting me? If you look at Abba, like that's the head getting to understand what the heart has drawn has already got. So that's the understanding part. So not until you decide, not until you just believe. Have a believing heart. That's the thing. It's not just believing is beyond. I believe God for a car. I believe God. For me, that's what I believe. Are you getting?
You should post it on.
It's just having a heart that believes. When you have a heart that believes, anything is possible. So it's not just beyond believing God for a good wife, a good car.
I actually, from the discussion, what actually got me was Lee's transformation from not even knowing who this Jesus Christ was, so eventually coming to know him, and not just knowing him, falling in love to the point of, I think I need to know more of this guy. And she noticed that there was a change in her life. So I think associations matter a lot. Who you hang with, who you hang out with, who you associate with, they could either help you renew your mind or just scatter your mind. Okay, so they could be the ones that will tell you, okay, this is what we know about this person, this is what we experience about this person, and this is how beneficial it is. So if you join us, you get this. So I think associating with a good crowd is very important, even as Christians. When you associate with the wrong crowd, that's a way of just shifting you from the destiny plan that you have. Association is very important.
Okay. Back to me. I learned a lot about this. Like I've said like 20 times already. People gave me, it did a kind of rebranding to my mindset. Yes, it reshaped me. We learn every day from different things. You don't know where your salvation will come from. You don't know where your breakthrough will come from. You don't know where your understanding. will come from. This my own. I learned from so many people, so many characters, but Procula was my major lesson learned character. Though the person I admired most was Lee, but the person that really struck me, that really taught me a lot was Procula. In so many ways, you know, Procula never kept silent. She was very determined to make sure it's not just the pain she was going through because of that nightmare or anything, but to make sure she cleared that part of her heart that keeps troubling her. She wants that just to feed that curiosity, because even from the beginning of when she was introduced in the novel till now that I'm reading it, she has been curious. She has been a curious person, and not just being curious, she's someone that wants to know and gets to know. There was a time she told Lee, do it any way you have to do it, but give me answers. I need answers. You know, so she's very determined, and you know, bringing it to my everyday life. When I like, sorry for digressing. By the time I was about getting married, I spoke to Grace. I had so many victories. Let me put it that way. So many victories, and I was so determined. It got to a point I was more scared of failing than even getting married. I was scared that if I don't get married, that if I fail, I have lost. It was not like a challenge. That was, I put myself together and put this Procula's case together, and it matched. It's the same thing. She was scared of not getting the answer more than even the nightmare she was even having. That was why she told Lee. That was even why she took Lee to that Judea when they were having that Passover feast. That was even why she took her. She took her just for the sake of her getting answers. You understand? So Procula really, you know, touched me. She taught me a lot. She taught me perseverance. She taught me determination. She taught me endurance, because there was a particular time when the headache was so strong. Lee told her that she should relax. She said no. Anyways, I will still feel the pain. So at that point, she was enduring. You understand? It taught me to fight for what I want. Provided this is what I want, I should keep on fighting until I get that answer. That's Procula. I really put my time in Procula, because in that her character, there's so much to learn from her. Notwithstanding the fact that she was Pontius Pilate's wife, she didn't care about, even most of her dealings, in fact the dealings she had, she never told him. She specifically told Lee that, go and spy on my husband. She didn't want him to know, so that it should not look like she's using her influence or anything to get her answers. She was so down to earth. Everything, as in, that woman really struck me. She really struck me. Then another lesson I learned was Alban. Alban was somebody, like I said earlier, that never lost any soldier. It gave him a reputation. Initially, Alban's family, like Grace said earlier, was a family that, from their culture, the firstborn is the only one that bears the family's name. And in his own case, it was so worse that his elder brother, I don't know if it's jealousy or strife, had to chase him out of his father's compound, just so that it did not look like he was competing with him or something. So Alban had to walk himself through to where he was. He never got anything like due to inheritance or normally the way Romans and ghouls get it. He walked himself from the scratch to where he was. He was very principled. That made him along the way to be very principled, and to be someone that was he had a very good fighting skill. I'm just surprised somebody mentioned it, because there was in chapter 2 they described the fight he had with the Persians. Like I said, they ambushed him. They were on the way. They ambushed him to attack him, but they didn't know he had to go behind, follow somebody else, paid somebody that led him to where they were ambushing him, and he ambushed them. So he had a perfect fighting skill, which brought me to my reality that in whatever I'm doing, whether challenges or victory, I should know how to be very, very strategic in anything I'm doing. I should always sharpen my iron. And apart from him being all and all, you know, he was very kind-hearted and he feared God. You know, it was even the kindness in his heart that brought about the softness. You know, anything that has to do with the Holy Spirit has to be gentle. That brought about the softness and the love, and that brought about the curiosity that led to him knowing God, apart from Pontius Pilate sending him to where he sent him to. It was because he was kind, and it was out of kindness that made him gain that reputation and integrity that made people refer to him as a centurion that never lost any soldier. You understand? So even if he went with just two, one just got injured, nobody would die. He will fight and make sure that nobody, even if it has to be like him, he was, because even that fight that they had against that Persians, there was a particular point that one of his soldiers wanted to be attacked. He had to go and divert it. So even if it means him laying down his life in the process, so that particular one brought me to the reality that it's not only Jesus Christ that is meant to die for us. We as humans, yes, we as humans, we as friends, colleagues, even if it's not literally dying for the person, there are other ways.
Deprive ourselves.
Yeah, there are other ways you
to
can
help each other.
Making sacrifice is not something that you're going to die after doing it. Like I said, I always tell my younger ones, my kid brothers, let me speak it in pidgin. Money they do work according to how you use it. It doesn't mean that because you have 50,000 naira, and that 50,000 naira cannot last you for a month. That 50,000 can last you for 1 month. That 50,000 can last you for 1 second. It depends on how you use it. So in the same context, it depends on how much you sacrifice for others. You can sacrifice for others in a big way. You can sacrifice for others in a small way. The major thing is that you do that sacrifice. It's not only Jesus Christ that can die for us. Abba was not Jesus Christ. Abba didn't even really know God when he was sacrificing for his own mates. So that's just then Lee and her hardworking, her strong will. I call her the Esther of her generation. She was so strong-willed, so hardworking. She was the protagonist of the story, but it was like behind the scene protagonist. So that's it.
Okay, my question.
Question
You have a
time.
question?